Hello, and welcome to the Incubator, the Biology Jobology podcast. I am Will Olds, your host, and today we have a special bonus episode with the winner of the Best Mentor Postdoc Category, Kumita of the University of Cambridge. So how do you feel?
I'm still slightly overwhelmed by the idea that I've won this mentorship award.
It sounded like you mentor lots of people. Could you go into just how many people you mentor and what that's like?
Yeah, so I'm in a very unique position because we're a very large and diverse research group. So I have students who I directly supervise their research projects, and so therefore I act as a mentor and also as a co-supervisor. And I have the luxury of also mentoring students who are within our center who work on research projects that I'm not necessarily involved with directly, but I help them just on a day-to-day basis with anything that might crop up that they need some advice with. So it's quite nice. I get to mentor from different perspectives as a supervisor, but also as more of a pastoral care type role. And it allows me to really get to know the entire group because, as I said, we're quite a large group, and I have the luxury of knowing everybody and getting to know everyone.
So you mentioned that you have to give kind of different perspectives of mentoring and different mentoring styles. Could you go into how you developed each of those different styles and how you kind of decide which style to use on each person?
Oh gosh, I suppose it's a little bit of trial and error, isn't it? I think the key to mentoring is that you need to be able to listen to the person you're speaking with, and also to try not to make any decisions or judgments beforehand, because I think everybody has a unique situation that they're dealing with. So a situation that might be stressful to one person may not be to another, but you need to realize that for that person, it is something that they need advice on, and you can't judge them and you can't tell them what you'll do. You just need to listen and kind of work from there.
And so obviously you're an excellent mentor. Who mentored you in mentoring, so to speak?
I've been very lucky that over my fairly extensive postdoc career and also my PhD, I have met really amazing people who have taken time out to not only shape me as a scientist and take the time out to show me how to do things, to analyze my data, to kind of devise my research, but they've also taken the time to get to know me, to make sure that I've looked at my career perspectives, my futures, advising me what things I should apply for or where my strengths are. And I think I sought out people who could help me with different aspects of the different challenges that you come across over the years. So there's been many professors, even colleagues, and other faculty within the departments that have helped me.
And who's had the most impact in that regard?
Gosh, I probably would have to say my PhD advisor is probably the biggest mentor in my life, because when I came to his lab, obviously I had very little academic research experience whatsoever. And so, I accredit him with the scientist that I am today. He taught me how to do good science, how to ask interesting questions, and also his door was always open. He was always there for me. Mm-hmm. So, to this day, we're very good friends, and it's been a long time since I got a PhD.
Excellent. So what's been give a most fulfilling story or impact that you've had on a particular student?
I suppose generally, like I said, every student comes with their own challenges and their own strengths. And I think for me, the most fulfilling thing is when they bring together their PhD thesis and they realize what they've accomplished, and they go in and they defend this and they're successful. Because I think that's a complete reflection on the support I'd given them throughout the 3 or 4 years. And to see them succeed and become doctors is really something that I get excited every time one of them finishes.
And so that kind of gets into a really important question of why do mentoring? Why is this important to you personally?
I think it's important because the academic atmosphere it can be quite isolating and it can be quite stressful, and it comes across as very competitive. And I think what what the young scientists need to realize is that to be able to open up and to speak to people and ask questions and realize that the things that they're asking are not silly or, they shouldn't feel that they can't speak about things or discuss, is really important, because I think to have good science, you need to be collaborative. And to be collaborative, you need to be able to kind of communicate within a larger environment. So I think these are kind of key things. I mentor because I want these people to be better scientists, better collaborators, and really happy and confident in themselves.
Excellent. Very inspiring. So a lot of people want to improve their mentorship's ability. What do you recommend?
I think really it is listening and being empathetic. I think it's one thing to listen to what people are saying to you. It's another thing to try to realize how that's impacting on them. And I think if you can have just that little bit of empathy when you're discussing situations, you're better placed to help people come up with the decisions or the answers on their own. It's not really up to a mentor for me to tell you exactly what to do. What I think mentoring should do is to help you make the decision that's best for you. And so you really do need to listen and try to understand how people are feeling.
Awesome. Well, that's spectacular. Again, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and thank you again for running such a great award. Honestly, as a postdoc, and I've done it for many years, it was just really nice to see somebody acknowledging us.
Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for our next episode.